What else do you want? Hash browns?
Hash browns and sausage.
All right.
What up? Work. About to eat good, man. Hey. Go. Go right there. How that work? Got my shake.
You knew the cameras were going to be here today.
Yeah, fresh cut. We do that. You can look at the lines right there, line up. Smooth, always spray on. Oatmeal, brown sugar. 3 hard-boiled eggs. A little protein, get it in you, man. You gotta get it in. Gotta get it in.
I've been here almost 2 months, and it's been a wild ride. There's so much to do, so much to implement before spring ball, and so much to do to get these guys right and get them in a good place so that we have the best spring ball ever.
She come in, she already be in here before we get in here. You know, we have meetings with her, sit down, talk to her, just going over our nutrition, man. Just getting us right, man. Getting our body, keeping our bodies right. Making sure we feeling good when we out there doing our thing.
So I just got done lifting. She had one of those shakes in the players' lounge for me, or for, you know, whoever wants it. So just really just getting into like a routine. The biggest thing with eating. And, you know, I've already seen my body change everything since we've been back up here in January. So can I get eggs?
Regular eggs?
Yeah. And I'm gonna get some sausage, please.
So we're very blessed here that the cafeteria that we use for breakfast is right across from the football facility. So getting them to come and get a good nutritious breakfast has been a very easy adjustment because they don't really have to go anywhere. 2-minute walk. It's perfect. They also offer a lot of things that I can tweak here as well, which has worked out really well to make sure the guys are getting like a high nutritional value with our food here. Then I'm blessed here to have a great budget that we're actually able to bring in catered snacks. So the guys are actually never getting bored of any meal because I have 18 vendors that we use consistently, and we're able to mix those up and work with the menus as well. And then for dinner, they use Red Card. So all of our guys usually text me before they go out and eat, and we kind of work with whatever they want, you know what I mean? Because everything fits, everything within moderation. So if our guys want to do mac and cheese and chicken tenders one night, we're gonna adjust the entire meal for the next day and that day of to make sure that that fits, so they're getting what they want, they're getting everything that they need, and we're having a little fun while doing it.
I feel like she makes everyone take nutrition important. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes athletes kind of look over it. You know what I mean? And she kind of just make us understand that this is how you feel better. You know what I mean? If we hamstring messed up, hey, take this or eat this. This might help you, you know what I mean? This might help you sleep at night, you know what I mean? Just the little things that we don't really think about as athletes. I feel like she kind of just making sure we understand that, man. Just things we can take with us in life, you know what I'm saying? Not just football, dog. It's better in our health, you know what I mean?
I do team talks every Monday, and we talk about just goals that we want to hit right now. And then same with one-on-one consultations. I've met with almost all of our guys here so far in the first 2 months, just to make sure that where they are and to see where we need to go from here. So knowing that there's a carb education imbalance here, there's a protein education imbalance here. So that way we can tweak it and make sure that they are getting the knowledge for, on and off the field. So that way they can continue this past MSU, right? That's the goal, is that they know how to fuel their bodies for the rest of their lives. It's not just about football, it's also about their entire life goal.
Within the first day or two, Amber knew my name, knew all about my diabetes, because she did one-on-one meetings with every single player and got to know like where they feel like they have strengths with nutrition, weaknesses with nutrition, strengths with sleep, weight, all that type of stuff. So specifically tailoring programs to you, and then me having a little bit of a different difficulty or extra difficulty, whatever you want to call it. She was really, really helpful in just always checking in on me and always like giving me advice and tips. And I know she does that for all the other guys, but mine is just a little bit different because of my condition. So that's been really awesome and just shows how kind she is and how much she cares for everyone.
So the guys send me pictures of what they're eating. It depends on what meal of what I'm looking for. Our breakfast meals, I want it to be a higher carb meal just because they're about to go into a lift. So that way they're actually having good energy for that lift, right? So we're meeting the best lift possible. And then dinner, it depends on what their goals are. Some of them, they need to gain weight, so I'm trying to make sure that plate is at least half full of carbs. And if it's not, making suggestions how to add that in. Or on the other end, if they're trying to lean out, making sure half that plate is vegetables and that we're getting a good lean protein and a good like to call it a bang for your buck carb, a carb that has more to it than just, white bread. So we're getting our whole grains, we're getting our B vitamins, we're getting, fiber, which is really important.
Day in the life of MSU. Day in the life of good eats.
Day in the life of Kobe.
Day in the life of Kobe. Good eats. I stay fueled up. I stay fueled. I'm a good eater.